Hey all, welcome back to Let's Play Nobunaga's Ambition, Sphere of Influence on the Mysterious JG. We're continuing our conquest of Japan. Things are moving along fairly well. The same battle I'm always having, the battle not to sell food, which I always lose. I always end up selling food. But we should have enough to get through another season while staying on offense and being able to maintain domestic growth. We will see. Meantime, the Oda are on the march, and I guess they might be heading for Matsukura Castle, because they haven't really... I haven't got any indication they're attacking us. If they're... The AI is not usually smart enough to march all the way up to your castles. Because you get an indication. If they march... If their objective is your castle, you get an indication that it's your castle is being attacked. You know, an enemy force is marching on Sakurabora Castle. If you just march to a location nearby, and then change for Sakabura Castle on the way, you can avoid giving the enemy that notification, but the AI doesn't usually operate that way. And honestly, the AI, if you get close to their cities, they are going to march out troops to kind of guard their border, so it's not like, you can't really trick them, like, oh, I'm going to march to here with 1 billion troops, and then suddenly redirect to Kiyosu Castle, and they'll have no idea. Like, the AI is smarter than that. But it's not usually smart enough to try to sneak up on you before making their intentions clear. They usually are pretty just like, oh, I'm attacking you now. Alright, so... do I want to start playing with the Imperial Court? Shogunate title Governor. Yeah, we're just a governor. Like, every leader is, pretty much every leader is a governor. So I guess we haven't given ourselves any titles. And we've got a couple of people who have official posts. If I understand it correctly, that would mean that it wouldn't be that expensive to get a title from them. Well, Uncle Baldo might have better things to do. Let's spend a little bit of money on this. Get some titles going. I usually do it. It just seems like a fun thing to have done. It's kind of a waste of money in a sense, but it's fun to think that you're diplomatically climbing the ranks. And I don't know if it works differently once you hold Kyoto. You might be able to just give yourself whatever title you want. We want to keep an eye on the Oda's movement. It looks like they are moving against... maybe they're trying to expand up here. Which would actually be kind of annoying if they do, because it'll make it harder... I'd make it harder for me to take their officers that I want. If they start expanding up there. Some castle gave in to the Shimazu clan, which is... oh, I'm lost. I got Shimazu confused with Shibata. I was trying to figure out where did the Shibata clan of Shimazu... They're taking over Kyushu, as expected.
We march! Let's go.
Now the question is, can these guys defend themselves? And the answer is almost certainly not. But I think I just need to let them have this and take it from them later. I don't think I'm going to be able to stop them from taking the city. The only reason I would do so, again, is just to make it easier for me to capture their bases myself. I might be able to get them to turn around by attacking. Now. If I attack them a little earlier, I might be able to get some action.
We march. Let's go. We march. Everyone, follow me.
So now these troops that were going to be my initial wave are going to be the second wave, because their aggression against this clan has prompted me to try to punish them. I thought for a sec, it says Sone Castle, or perhaps Sone, I don't know how it's pronounced, Yielded to Shosakabe clan. I thought it said some castle yielded to Shosakabe clan. Who really cares? I mean, that's happening on Shikoku. Nobody cares what's happening on Shikoku. Yeah. Is Shikoku the island? Maybe Bobo will know. Well, he's not watching, and honestly, I don't think he would know. No offense, Bobo. We saw it as tourists. This is super sweet tourist site with this giant. What are they called? The Torii Gate. That's like out in the water, so that like at different times of tide, it's covered up to different levels. It's really cool. I think that was off the shore of Shikoku, but I'm not sure. All right, well, let's see if anybody redirects to stop us.
We're moving out, and we're winning this.
Leave us the fuck alone. Like, let us... You don't owe these assholes anything. So they are allied with these guys. So these guys are going to try to stop us. They are not allied with the monks. So the monks are just out because they might be under attack. Oh, looks like they're going up to an attack, actually. So our prayers went unanswered. Mitsuyori Tada at Lida Castle. Oh, Lida's grandma's castle. Aida Castle has died. Okay. Got the golden touch straight. I have cooled my head and I'm ready to serve. Might send him to Aida Castle. Looks like they're going to need a new officer.
Reporting in.
We have 1 month left to send reinforcements to Hojo clan. We've already done that. I've turned my liege. I intend to serve. My training has paid off. Okay. So quick, let's figure out where Aida Castle is. I got diplomacy if you want. I didn't mean for that to happen. Okay. So I'm guessing... that the guy who just decided he's willing to serve is not super high loyalty. So we'll make him the lord of that castle. Which will also move him out there. And they had 3 officers. They were fine, but this is better. Meanwhile, domestics continue to happen. If it wasn't for the weavers, what would you do? You wouldn't have the lovely clothes made of wool. You wouldn't have the threads of the black and the blue. If it wasn't for the work of the weavers. Well, fuck the weavers. We're getting a special fare instead. Fuck a bunch of weavers. I'm an idiot. Alright, so, Minowa Castle. And I'm glad that Uesugi didn't counterattack, because we went in and fought a quick, dirty, bloody battle with that unit. So these guys are not at full strength. And they are also working their way to a special fare. Because those are just really sweet facilities. They just give you anything that gives you population growth. Unless it's a really small city, which doesn't have room to advance no matter what. And population growth just gives you troop count and nothing else. I almost always favor population growth. It's just a way to... faster your population grows, the faster these districts open up for development, the more you can get out of your cities. It's just win-win. Rarely are you surrendering something that's worth more than just getting access to more districts. Whatever you could have built there instead of the population growth thing, build it in the district that becomes unlocked due to population growth. That's what I say. I say it all the time. My coworkers are like, what the fuck are you talking about? Alright, so... I wonder if we need to start advancing Sakurabora Castle in some way. I think we were working... yeah, it looks like we were working on it. Residents will get them population growth. It'll take a minute. And a large gate will get them there. We're just burning through the cash now. I know, sweet America, I know. We have to save room for a depot if we think we'll ever get to where we can... yeah, it seems unlikely. We're never going to get the crops at this place needed for a depot. Might want to just give up on that dream now and build an enclosure, but there's not enough spots left to do that, so never mind. We'll just go for stuff that'll give us a little population growth here. This is never going to be a fantastic city for us. Oh yeah, I probably shouldn't have spent what I did, actually. But its troop counts are low and it's isolated, and I wanted to do something to give it some growth. Alright. We're still colluding with this guy. But we can't get the betrayer extract. That's kind of what I'm hoping will happen. Where would we build roads now if I felt like we could afford to dump cash into it? Probably around these cities here. But I really can't afford it right now. I'm trying not to sell food. We've already reached the point, though, I can't...
What would you like?
Can't even use all of my
Thank you very
domestic
much.
points unless I'm willing to sell food. Oh, no, I could. Apparently, I just hit the point where... Like, there's not enough to do. Like, every place that can develop is developing, and I still have labor left over. That's probably a good sign. I wonder if I should be... I know I've got some labor limiting... I've got some policy where the negative is that you get less labor. There might be some where it's actually worth it, though. I got improved labor, which we don't need, because we've already got more labor that I can typically get used up. Militia increases, but this is actually... We're now too conservative to use this, I guess. That's surprising. Oh no, we're not conservative enough. Interesting. Improve militia. Militia greatly increases, and we take our labor down. Oh, we take it down by a lot, though. It's cut in half. That's too much. That's too much. Okay, never mind. We're not gonna try to beeline towards that policy or anything. Buy more horses, I suppose.
What would you like?
I'm not used to having money left over at the end of a turn. It's weirding me out a little bit. Let's buy some horses.
Thank you very much.
We still have a little bit left. It's just so weird not to use our labor. Does it cost labor to appease tribes? Because it doesn't. It just costs gold. So let's just get over the fact that we actually have labor left over for once and move things forward.
Surround them. We will join you. Halt! We march.
Keiji Maeda, there is nothing you can do.
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me.
All right. There's not a created officer that in here that I need to showcase, but it'd still probably go better. Maybe we've got nope, no created officers in this unit at all. We got cheer. It's not really going to help here. Melee attack would not be bad. War cry. It's not a particularly fantastic unit we've got here, but
understood.
Understood. You don't value our contribution. Okay, well, they're luring us in. We are outclassed by this unit, but we might as well accept our fate and go for the raises melee attack.
This is how battle is done.
Because Keiji is going to pull us into melee anyway.
This is it.
Except that now he's doing, he pulled us in and then went for
How about we bring this
a musket
to an end?
attack, so that was kind of surprising. Let's charge him.
Attack. Fall back.
So that, we definitely took more losses than we delivered, but because they were so badly outnumbered, we won anyway. We will not break the defenses.
Officer captured.
We're, oh, you know what? Maybe we just pull you back. I think we pull you back right now.
Back to base.
I think we pull you back right now because you've got an officer captured and you've already taken losses. We divert troops here to take Inuyama Castle. I guess we could have hit the walls just to make that a little easier, but honestly, the Oda army is now really far away. And these guys seem to be heading up to help with another attack. They were probably, like, sent a diplomatic message that they had to come up and help with this. But now the Oda are pulling back. It's not that surprising, considering the situation. But their allies haven't all got the message. Let's have these guys come out here and see if they can disrupt it all. We captured Keiji. I don't think he will be joining us, but it's pretty cool. You know, Vulture Bobo. Can't forget he's on his way. He'll be the last one to the fray because he marched from so far away, but that's a massive unit. Like, if we soften their defenses enough, he may be able to take a castle, like, on his own. Well, this battle is ours. Beat them up.
Let's go. Surround it.
Yeah, that's already where I'm heading, but that will make it impossible without defeating this unit, which is I'm outnumbered on this one. But I've got it so that they can't just get in there without a fight. It should be some opportunity to disrupt the advance on Inuyama Castle. The main goal is Gifu Castle. If we take Gifu Castle, we've broken them. Matter of fact, that's where Bobo needs to be heading right now. Because these castles are going to fall without Bobo's support, most likely. Looks like these guys, once again, they're still heading into this other fight. Whatever's going on. Maybe they're not helping the Oda at all. Maybe they're trying to attack the Azai. Allow us decide what to do with the captives. Keiji Maeda. Employ. Oh my god, he's willing to join us. I will gladly serve under you. I can tell which way the wind is blowing. So the wild man Keiji Maeda, who's presented in the Samurai Warriors games as being this insanely powerful fighter who's incredibly unpredictable and changed, like, he's not into the whole samurai loyalty thing. In the Samurai Warriors story version of things, he's just this crazy dude who wants to go wherever the action's hottest. I think in real history he was just known as being like a prankster and a bit of an oddball. And they kind of spun that up into a thing where he was like had a weird association with the code. They also have a thing where he's in love with not Oishi, Okuni. I like his character in Samurai Warriors. It's annoying when you in Warriors Orochi because he keeps siding with Orochi. But I don't know that much about the real historical guy. I believe his Nobunaga ambition officer, I'm sure, has decent war stats, but I think he's useless at everything else. But he's serving us now. And that's good. And now the Oda are backing off. I don't know if they know what they're doing now. Are they fighting? Oichi and Mitsuhide shouldn't be fighting. Well, something weird is going on up here. The Oda have really gotten confused. I definitely messed up their plans. Oh, and you know what? Those units that I thought were coming up to aid the Oda from the, I think of them as the, like, sweet-looking Eagle clan. Never mind. They are not allied with the Azai. It looks like the Azai are being attacked. I thought maybe that was what was going on here. Now, the Azai should have an alliance with the Asakura. But it looks like the Miyoshi are attacking. So we really picked a good time to attack. A bunch of the Oda's allies are occupied and unable to come to their aid. I wasn't aware of that situation. I just saw how weak their cities were. But if the Miyoshi are trying to make a move on the Azai, this is an excellent time to attack, because the Azai are usually a thorn in our side when we try to attack the Oda. So Vulture Bobo and Kazamasu Takegawa won't be enough to take Gifu Castle without support. But they can certainly be a disruptive force. And whoever's free to help them first, we certainly have the troop count to arrange for a group that can slowly besiege Gifu Castle. And if we don't, we start using I forget what it's called, but the mechanic where you attack and you lose units and the city gets broken down gradually. We can do that if we have to. But I think we might be getting Gifu Castle here, guys. Never mind. They are doubling back.
Acknowledged.
Okay, so we're not getting it without a fight here. I'm kind of hoping maybe they would just get stuck up there. So we're going to return to our position of trying to stop them from disrupting our attacks.
Yes, my liege.
We'll put together an attack force on Gifu Castle, probably. But it looks like we're going to have to beat the Oda armies first. We're not just going to be able to sneak in. Bobo, I guess you've gotten yourself stuck, unfortunately. Hopefully we don't lose anyone here, officer-wise, but I think we are probably outmatched. All we can do is try to slow them down. Now, do we have enough units here? This castle has 4,000 hit points. That's about 3. That would be enough. We could pull a unit off. If we pulled Nami Nara off, would that be enough to win the fight up here?
Leave it to me.
Because with the tribals, even without the tribals, we've still got enough here. Without Nami Nara. So we'll pull Nami Nara off to try to help with the fight up there. And unfortunately, we've arranged things with Bobo, so it's just we've got Bobo stuck behind our other troops. We can't bring his numbers to bear. Although if Vulture Bronco were to march ahead. Yeah, I wanted to be part of conquering this city. We'll pull Colin Owari Sanada ahead just so that we get him so we get to where Bobo can actually pass, because there's too many troops there for him to get around. Yoshiaka Ashikaga has grown more discontent. Will defect to us if we ask. Should we continue to conspire? Yes, because we've got to get to where we can extract him outright.
We will aid you.
Now we've got 2 sets of tribals. Nice! Seems we were able to reinforce the Hojo clan as requested. Thank you for your aid. Upgrading the tactician trait.
Let us begin the meeting.
We've got a fighting chance at holding the Oda off outright from breaking up our castle siege. And if we can't do that, Bobo will definitely win those fights. This would be preferable if we won them before Bobo even arrived, because that'll improve the chances we have the force to bear on Gifu Castle to take that in this attack. We have Kyosu Castle surrounded by a force of 7,000. It's only a matter of time. We have Inuyama Castle surrounded by a force of 6,000. So over time, it should fall rather quickly. Rather, our army of 5,000 is fighting an army of 4,000. Both sides are evenly matched. We're in combats at 3 locations against 1 clan. Take a close look at how the war is going, my liege. I intend to. I'm keeping an eye on things.
Reporting in.
Quite a few people have gathered to Okazaki Castle. We can expand the town. And this dude with the super sweet helmet's training is paid off. Okazaki can expand. Always pleasant news. I mean, assuming it's our castle that's expanding, of course. Hunting ground. That really should be a cargoman. I need to get on that at some point. So with the cargoman here, I could just get military districts all up in this piece. Well, I could get a military district here and a military district here. An additional cargoman here. Conscripts there. Crops there. Let's get conscripts going here. But I don't have a cargoman here right now. I'm getting there. What does the hunting ground facility do? If that gives me horses, I don't want to mess with it, but it doesn't. because it doesn't have a little... Yeah, that's stable, so... Get conscripts going here. Seems like there aren't bases who can be expanded. I know what you mean. Let's change this to common so we can work towards Cargoman. And up here, let's get a special fair going. Because as much as I enjoy that song about the Weavers, they are not actually as useful to us as a special fair. I didn't actually mean to shut that down, but there is nothing highlighted as being essential to do right now.
What would you like? What would you like?
Let's buy some horses.
Thank you very much.
You are so stupid. It's like all of our money spent, as per usual. Boy, we're burning through the food, though. We have the potential to get some real gains in this offensive, but we are burning through resources doing it. Really hoping Bobo gets up. But yeah, Bobo is now free to move. We just had too many units clogged here. So the key is going to be, how does this fight go? Because we got a tribe helping us, which is not nothing. We're going to be taking on... Looks like they got a tribe too. For about 5,500 troops under decent generals. We've got... it's going to be pretty close. They've got people coming to reinforce who will get there before Bobo does. But by the time when Bobo gets there, he's taking the fight. Whoever is there, they don't have enough troops to stop Bobo. It's just a matter of whether we've taken significant losses before they get there. Meanwhile, Oichi she was sent to assist with this attack they called off, so she's on a completely pointless attack. She will not be able to take that castle. No way, no how. I think what we want here is for the Azai to fend this attack off. We're going to have to deal with them, but I'd rather see the Azai... I don't want to see the Miyoshi strengthened at this point. I certainly don't want to have to start dealing with them before we've even gotten to Kyoto. Technically, Naotsune... excuse me. Shimizuyama Castle is like only one castle away from Kyoto, but it's a fairly long distance. We'll probably either ally with or deal with these guys and attack from their castles. That's a monster castle. This clan doesn't have a lot of troops, but that Kanoji Castle is a really nice castle. It'll be a nice castle for us eventually. But we're going to have to commit some troops to that. Alright, so in the meanwhile, the Uesugi are not attacking, which is good. Looks like at some point when I wasn't paying attention, the Hojo finally took Yuki Castle, which is also good. The last Uesugi stronghold, which I assume they are not bothering to try and reinforce now, it's basically impossible, is Mangi Castle in the south. That's their last stronghold outside of what is now their consolidated territory. Satake are still going. Date have got some start. Date need to deal with the Ashikaga and the Mogami, but that's their business. I'm trying to backseat drive them because I played through the Date before. I'm pretty sure that... Yeah, it's still Teramune. So Masamune hasn't taken over the Date yet. Masamune should not be ruling the Date while Shingen is alive. I think there was a crossover period where they were both alive, but Masamune was a kid. He's just a kid. Anyway, things are going pretty well. Again, the main thing to be kind of worried about is whether we're stretching our resources too thin. But it seems like we're going to make some gains early in the year, and then we're just going to have to sit back and consolidate. But if this attack gives us Gifu Castle, then we've broken the Oda, and we can deal with them at our leisure. It looks like we've definitely stopped them from taking Kirakuno Castle, which, I mean, it seemed like a good time to attack. I didn't want them to take that castle, but it wasn't going to be the end of the world. But if we take Gifu and then have to slow down, the Azai will do everything they can to help hold the Gaki Castle, but Gujo Hachiman Castle is ours whenever we want it. And at some point, we absorb that sweet, sweet Oda officer corps into our force. That's not going to happen next time, folks, but it will be happening, so I hope you will stick around to watch. From Mysterious JG, thanks again. Catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.